Welcome to Blue Stars Higher Secondary School students. Welcome to all. Today we are going to see the next lesson in history. That is lesson 4. Classes 7 Social Science. This is the class for 7th standard Social Science. Next topic in history, the Mughal Empire. Yes. Before going to see the next lesson, we are going to revise the previous lesson. That means we are going to recall the points, what are the things we saw in the previous lesson. In the lesson Delhi Sultans, we came to know about the important names of rulers and dynasties. That means ruling parts. Yes. And also we came to know administration and the sultans. In the last class itself, we came to know about the sultans. We just to recall the Lady Sultan that in today's class, she was Razia Sultana. In 1236, Iltutmish's daughter Razia became Sultan. Sultan means nothing but a queen, a ruler, like that. Was accepted by many rulers because of her best qualification and good efficient. But some nobles were disliked her, so she was removed from the throne. Okay, let us see the new lesson, Mughal Empire. From the 16th century to 17th century, Mughals controlled nearly the entire subcontinent. Mughals were the descendants of Genghis Khan from maternal side and Taimur from paternal side. We have father and mother. Like that, let us see the important rulers one by one. Paternal side and maternal side means சொல்லுவாங்களா தந்தை வழி பிறந்து வந்தவங்க தாய் வழி வந்தவங்கன்னு சொல்லுவோம் இல்லையா, like that only the Mughals were the descendants of Genghis Khan from maternal side தாய் வழி, then the Taimur from the paternal side, then தந்தை வழியாக அவர்களுக்கு பரம்பரையாக அவங்க வந்தவங்க. Now we are going to see the founder of Mughal Empire. Before that we are going to see one Mughal important rulers like timeline chart. Yes. Babur 1526 to 1530 was the founder of Mughal Empire in India. Babur was a founder of Mughal Empire in India. His period is 1526 to 1530 AD. Yes, he was the founder of Mughal Empire in India. The Mughals created an empire and controlled the subcontinent as possible for the short period of time. Subcontinent means India. இல்லையா, மிகச்சிறிய காலகட்டத்திலேயே அவர்கள் ரொம்ப அதிகமான பரப்பளவாக அவங்க ஆட்சி செய்யணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு விருப்பப்பட்டாங்க. நெக்ஸ்ட் ஹுமாயூன். In 1530, Babur was succeeded by his eldest son Humayun. Humayun was the eldest son of Babur. Who was Babur? He was a founder of a Mughal rule in India. Next, after Babur, Humayun came to power, who was not a great emperor and was defeated by Sheshasuri. He came back to regain his empire only after 15 years and recaptured Delhi in 1555 and died in the next year. Yes, 1555, then the next year he passed away. The next ruler is Akbar. Was 13 years of age, 13 years of his old when he came to emperor. அக்பர் ஆட்சிக்கு வரும்போது அவருடைய வயது வெறும் 13 வயதே. He was the most competent Mughal ruler. He changed a small empire into a large, very large empire. He was also well known for his tolerant religious policy as well as for good administration and economical reforms. Now we are going to see the Akbar's religious policy, that only well wished for everyone. Then Akbar was a religious tolerant person. His idea was universal peace. This idea of tolerance did not discriminate between the people of different religions in this period. It was focused on ethics, honesty, justice, peace. It was universally applicable. The idea of universal peace was universally applicable. He abolished many taxes that imposed on non-Muslims. He treated all the religions as equal. He started Din Ilahi, that means no religion, everyone is equal. Okay? Yes. He was also well known for his tolerant religious னு சொன்னீங்களா, அவங்களுடைய இந்த ரிலீஜியஸ் பாலிசியால தான் அக்பர் த கிரேட், வரலாறுலேயே அக்பர் த கிரேட் அப்படின்ற பட்டம் அவருக்கு இதனால தான் கிடச்சிது. ஓகே, நவ் Akbar's period is 1556 to 1605. Next we are going to see Jahangir. Akbar's son Jahangir succeeded the throne in 1605 AD. He ruled up to 1627. Yes, next ruler is Shah Jahan. Shah Jahan is a well-known person. You all very know. Yes. Jahangir was succeeded by his son Shah Jahan. His period is known as the Golden Age. Whose period is known as the Golden Age of India? Yes, Shah Jahan's period is Golden Age. During the Mughals I am telling. Actually all over the Indian history, Gupta's period only golden period. During the Mughals, Shah Jahan, Mughals-liye, Mughalaya மன்னர்களே, Muslim rulers-liye, Shah Jahan-உடைய period தான் what we say Golden Age. Yes, now we are going to see Aurangzeb. Okay, then Shah Jahan's son Aurangzeb became the emperor in 1658 to 1707. This is the period of Aurangzeb. Shah Jahan's son Aurangzeb became emperor in 1658 AD and ruled up to 1707 AD. He reimposed the taxes on non-Muslims. Who abolished? Which one was abolished by Akbar? அக்பரால் நீக்கப்பட்ட வரிகள் அனைத்தும் அவுரங்கசீப் காலத்தில் மறுபடியும் அவர் நீக்கினார். இவர் மறுபடியும் ரீஇம்போஸ்ட் மீன்ஸ் விதித்தார், மீண்டும் வரியை விதித்தார். ஓகே, he was the last powerful Mughal rulers. He was tolerant towards Rajputs but waged wars against the Marathas and Sikhs, which led to the downfall of Mughal Empire. அக்பர் எப்படி த கிரேட் அப்படின்றதுக்கு காரணம் அவருடைய சமய சார்பு அற்ற ரிலீஜியஸ் பாலிசின்னு கேள்விப்பட்டோம். அதே பாலிசியை தான் இவர் மாற்றி எல்லாருக்கும் கஷ்டம் கொடுத்ததுனால அவுரங்கசீப் அவர் வந்து கடைசி மன்னராக கருதப்பட்டார் இந்திய வரலாறில். ஓகே, எஸ், ஷால் ஐ ரீட் த நேம் ஆஃப் த முகல் ரூலர்ஸ் அண்ட் த இயர்ஸ் அகெயின்? Babur. Who was Babur? He was a founder of Muslim, that means Mughal rulers in India. His period is 1526 to 1530. Again, after Babur, Humayun came to power. 1530 is period, then 1540, then after that 1555 to 56. Then Akbar. After Humayun, Akbar come to the empire as a king during his age of 13 years old. Very young age itself he became an emperor. 1556 to 1605. That is the period, time life of Akbar. Then after Akbar, Jahangir come to the throne. 1605 his period starts from 605 to 1626. Up to 26 he came to rule. Then Shah Jahan 1627, then up to 1658. Then last Aurangzeb 1658 to 1707. Now I am going to show one map to you. I already told every class you have to keep a map with you. Okay. Now I am going to show the map. In your textbook, this is the page number of 50. This is the map of India. This is the map of India. Yes. All the rivers are there. We already know the names of the river. The next class you are going to get a PDF, then the pictures of the detailed pictures of this Mughal emperors. In that PDF itself, I will give a map part to you. I will give some places you have to mark. Yes. Shall we go to the next part? Okay. Now I am going to say some points about the Mughal Empire. The first Mughal emperor, who was he? He is a Babur. Then Mughals were good in military administration. Akbar's religious policy of method of administration welcomed by all, by many people. The important rulers are Aurangzeb, then Akbar, then Shah Jahan. Central provinces of Mughals, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh. These are the central provinces. That means their places. Okay. Yes. This is the mind map part to you. You are going to get a PDF. So, no need to worry about that. This is the mind map part. Mughal Empire. Yes. You open the PDF part and write the mind map. Okay. Our next part is, now I am going to see the topics. Who were the Mughals? Mughal military campaign, Mughal traditions of secularism, Mughal relations with other rulers, Mansabdars and Jagirdars, Zamindars, Akbar's policies and Mughal Empire in the 17th century and after. Yes. Now I am going to read the D words. Some important and hard words parts are there. There are in 50 numbers. You just listen. Okay. If you want to see in detail, open a PDF and see. Okay. Then first one, exploitation, rebellion, peasantry, crop yields, administration, succeeding, Abul Fazl, universal peace, ancestors, stability, annexation, tremendously, chieftains, efficiency, intolerance. These are the D words part to you. Now I am going to see the meanings. Mansab, it means a rank or position. Mansab means a rank or position. Bakshi, the military paymaster. Kotwal, town police commander. Savar, cavalryman. Then Fajudas, military commander. Primogeniture, a ruler or eldest son of the heir to the throne. A king, for example, primogeniture means one example is, இப்போ ஒரு கிங்குக்கு அவங்களுக்கு ஒரு 5 sons இருக்காங்க, 3 sons இருக்காங்கன்னா, which one is going to get a throne? அப்பாவுக்கு அப்புறமா எந்த மகன் வந்து ஆட்சியில் உட்கார போகிறாரு அப்படின்னு நம்ம பார்த்தோம்னா, he was an eldest son, come to the very first son, தலைமகன் சொல்லுவாங்க இல்லைங்களா, that is called primogeniture. Yes, now we are going to see the 1 mark part. Yes, this is the Phillips part for you. In the Battle of Panipat, Babur defeated Ibrahim Lodi. In the Battle of Panipat, Babur defeated who? Ibrahim Lodi. Another name of Shah Jahan was Prince Khurram. Prince Khurram. First volume of Akbarnama dealt with Akbar's ancestors. Humayun captured Delhi in 1555 with the help of his Safayed Shah. The name of the residence of Mughal emperors in Delhi was the Red Fort. Red Fort was the name of the residence of Mughal emperors. Yes. Now I am going to read the choose the correct answers part for you. Genghis Khan was a ruler of this tribe. Now I am going to read the tribes names. Turkish, Mongols, Huns, and none of these. Mongols is the answer. Now, what was the approximate number of Mansabdars in Shah Jahan's reign? Reign means period. 6,000, then 4,000, 8,000 and 10,000. Answer is 8,000. Mansabdars, that means Mansabdars. Akbar, a great Mughal emperor, was known for his எதனால் அவர் வந்து கிரேட் எம்பரர்னு பட்டம் கிடைச்சது அவருக்கு அப்படின்னு பார்த்தோம்னா ஆன்சர்ஸ் ஆர் ரிலீஜியஸ் பாலிசி, குட் அட்மினிஸ்ட்ரேஷன், எக்கனாமிக்கல் ரிஃபார்ம்ஸ் அண்ட் ஆல் ஆஃப் தீஸ் ஆன்சர்ஸ் ஃபார் எவ்ரிதிங் ஒன்லி he got his the title Akbar the Great. So answer is all of this. The salary of the Mansabdars are called Mansab, Jat, Jahir and Sab. Answer is Jagir. The literary meaning of Sabulkul is a answers are peace, religion, universal peace and inheritance. Answer is universal peace. Now I am going to show some one mark, that means one word answers. Who was defeated by Sheshah Suri? Humayun. Who was defeated by Sheshah Suri? Humayun. What is the ruling period of Jahangir? 1605 to 1627 AD. Who was insulted by Aurangzeb? Shivaji. Then who was Akbar's revenue minister? Todarmal. Then who was the minister in charge of religious and charitable patronage? Sadar. Yes, these are the one word answers part for you. Okay. According to the topic, we are going to see the 2 marks part. Just I am going to read the PDF part only. Okay. Now, who are the Mughals? Mughals were the descendants of 2 great rulers. From their maternal side, Genghis Khan. From their father's side, Taimur. A ruler was their ancestors from both sides. This is the answer for the first topic. First 2 mark question. Okay. Who founded the Mughal rule in India and how? Babur founded the Mughal rule in India. Its period is 1526 to 30. He defeated Ibrahim Lodi, Rana Sanga and Rajputs and he controlled over Delhi and Agra. Describe the Mughal traditions of succession. The Mughals did not believe in the rule of primogeniture. Then Mughal princes rebelled against their fathers, overthrew them and captured the power. Then next one. What is the meaning of Mansabdar? Mansabdars refers to an individual who holds a mansab, a position or a rank. It was a granting system to fix rank, salary and military responsibilities. Who were Zamindars? What were their duties? Zamindars were the intermediators, whether local herdmen of the villages or powerful chieftains. They collected taxes from the peasants. In some areas, they exercised a great deal of power. The exploitation by Mughal administrators could drive them to rebellion. These are the 2 marks part for you. Yes. Next we are going to see the 3 marks question related to our topics. Describe the reign of Humayun. Yes, describe the reign. Reign means period. Period of Humayun. Humayun, his period is 1530, 1540, again 1555, then 1556. Humayun divided his inheritance according to the will of his father. His brothers were each given a province. Sher Khan defeated Humayun, forcing him to flee to Iran. In Iran, Humayun received help from Savid Shah. He recaptured Delhi in 1555, but he died in the next year after an accident in the building. Humayun died in the accident. Next question is given account of the Mughal relations with the other rulers. Mughal relations with other rulers. First point is Mughal rulers campaigned constantly against rulers who refused to accept their authority. The Mughals became powerful only when many other rulers joined them voluntarily. Many of the Rajputs married their daughters into Mughal families. The careful balance between the defeating opponent kings and chieftains enabled the Mughals to expand their kingdoms. But it was difficult to keep this balance all the time. This is the answer for the Mughal relationship with other rulers. Our next question is, how did the nobles of Akbar weaken the empire? Akbar's nobles commanded large armies. They had access to large amounts of revenue. Till they were loyal, the empire functioned efficiently also. Many nobles had built dependent networks of their own. Their loyalties to the empire were weakened by their own self-interest. Now we are going to see the last part of 3 marks. Describe the policies of Akbar. This is very, very important. Policies of Akbar. Akbar laid down broad features of administration. His empire was divided into provinces called Sabas. Sabas were governed by Subedas. Then Subedas carried out both political and military functions. Each province had a financial officer called Diwan. For the maintenance of peace, law and order, Subedar was supported by other officers. These are the policies of Akbar's. Yes, in this lesson, we read the importance of rulers and their administrations. Yes, shall I read the names again? Babur, Humayun, Akbar, Jahangir, Shah Jahan and Aurangzeb. Mughals were very important rulers because of their architecture, art and architecture. Mughal art and architecture is well known to everyone. நிறைய எக்ஸாம்பிள்ஸ்லாம் நம்ம அதுக்கு பார்த்துருக்கோம். Example, in Delhi itself, you used to see many buildings like Red Fort, Taj Mahal, Masjid Qutb Minar, like that. Okay. Yes. Listen the PDF. Then the next class we are going to see detail about the Mughal empires, like the topic wise. Yes. Thank you, children.